In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure your Azure services to work with the Hero apps. If you're working with an IT department, please check with them, as this video may not be the same steps that they'll follow. If this is your first time configuring Microsoft Azure services, you may need to create a resource group. Let's start with that first. After clicking on Resource Groups, click on Create. From here, you'll need to change the subscription to the one that you're using, and then from there, create a resource group name. I'm just going to type in Hero Resource Group. And then from there, click on Review and Create at the bottom. Please note, in this video, I will not be using this named group because I already have one on my account. After clicking on Review and Create, it takes just a moment for that resource group to be created. After it's finished, click on Home. There are going to be two resources that you'll need to create. You'll need to create one for speech and also one for translation, if those are the two services that you'll be using with the Hero apps. Let me show you how to do that now. I'm going to click on Create a Resource. And then in the search bar, I'm going to type in Speech. I'll select the first item in the list. And then from there, I'm going to look for Speech, and then click on Create, and then click on Speech. Now I just have to put in some additional information. For the resource group, I'm going to click on the drop-down, and you'll select the one that you created earlier. After doing that, then you'll set up your instance details. Typically, for the region, you'll select the one that's closest to you. However, there are some services that may or may not be available to you. So if it doesn't work, you'll have to select a different one next time. I'm going to keep mine simple. I'm going to call it Speech for Heroes. Now you need to select a pricing tier. If you're not sure which one to select, click View Full Pricing Details to get some general information to help you make a decision. Now click Review and Create. After the terms display, click on Create. At this point, it may take a couple minutes for the resource to be deployed. Once deployed, you'll get an information screen to let you know it's complete. Let me go ahead and show you now how to set up the translator resource. I'm going to click Home. Click Create a Resource. Now I'm going to type in Translator in the search bar. Click Translator from the top. And then from there, click on Create and Translator. As we saw in the speech resource, we have to complete the fields. I'm going to go ahead and select my resource group. Go ahead and select the resource group that you created recently. Select a region. And then type in your name. I'm going to go ahead and create a name. And then from there, select a pricing tier. When complete, click on Review and Create. Click Create after reading through the terms. And as we saw earlier, it may take a couple minutes for the resource to be deployed. With the resources deployed, the last thing we need to do is to retrieve the API keys. Let me show you how you do that. You can click on Home, and then click on the menu bar item in the upper left, and then click All Resources. You're going to be looking for the resource names of the ones that you created. Let's go ahead and use the translator one that I just did, which is Hero Translation Service App. And when I click on it, a new menu displays. Go ahead and click on Keys and Endpoint. You will only need to use one key. The steps are to do the following. Go ahead and click on the copy button, and then from there, paste it into a text file and save that text file in a safe location where the Hero apps can access it. You'll have to create a separate text file for each resource that you set up. If you need more help in configuring your Microsoft services, please check the detailed instructions in the Hero app that you're using.